They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And now running right through it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here we go.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Let's go. 89.
Now Gordon on first down. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Hurry up.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Hey!
Tailback. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Hurry up!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, Rivers going underneath for Gordon. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Bortles now on 1st down. And incomplete to open things up.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. Bortles to the former Jet Seferian-Jenkins for the Jags' 1st down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because Most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. They go with the screen. It's Yeldon. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They'll face a 3rd down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
380. 380. Here we go. 386.
Bortles going to try and throw on 3rd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, we progressed through the preseason, so let's prognosticate about the regular season. NFC.
Can we overanalyze?
Yeah, I want to overanalyze, too. NFC, the 4 divisions, who do you have winning them?
Let's start in the East. The Philadelphia Eagles won the Super Bowl last year, got better in the offseason. I think they win their division again, although Dallas will make a strong run at them.
Okay. In the South, you were saying you like Atlanta.
Yeah, I do like Atlanta to get back to the top. Tough division. 3 teams in the playoffs last year. Atlanta, New Orleans, which won the division, and Carolina.
Going west, who do you have out there?
The Rams. They took over for the Seahawks last year. I expect them to stay on the top of the heap. But let's face it, a lot of excitement in San Francisco with Jimmy Garoppolo.
And in the North, can Green Bay overtake Minnesota?
They can, but I don't think that they will. I think the Vikings defense carries them home. Kirk Cousins, their new quarterback. The Packers will challenge in a big way, but keep an eye on Detroit as well.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
On 1st and 10, Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. The Jaguars getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Here we go. 11B, 11B. Here we go, here we go. 6.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. And it's knocked away and incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the Jaguars send out their punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now Benjamin. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. Second down, Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Marcel Darius coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. That they need him late in the game. His confidence should be sky high.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Bortles now to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Hey, while we've got a second, let's talk rookie running backs. Obviously, the headliner is Saquon Barkley, but there's a lot of good other backs in this class, are there not?
There certainly are, and there was a surprise first-round pick to many people out of San Diego State named Rashad Penny, who went to Seattle. They're trying to recreate that strong running game that they had that powered them to 2 Super Bowl appearances. How about Royce Freeman in Denver? A big-time pickup out of the University of Oregon. They expect him to be the lead runner when the season begins. He'll get every opportunity to do that. Kerryon Johnson in Detroit, out of Auburn. They haven't had a running game since I can't remember, and they need to take some pressure off of Matthew Stafford. Maybe Kerryon Johnson can power them that way. How about a couple below-the-radar guys? Chris Warren is leading the NFL in rushing after 2 weeks. Undrafted out of Texas, running the ball well for Oakland. And if John Kelly can step in and give them some good play in Los Angeles, they've got great insurance for Todd Gurley, who, of course, is their lead back.
A lot of good ones. Of course, the class would have been even better had Darius Geis not gone down with that ACL injury. Tough break for Washington. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. Following the interception here, Rivers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Rivers now on 2nd down. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So after the INT, it's Bortles. He's going to air one out. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Bortles will try again on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Second half beginning with a run from Fournette. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Fournette. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense. Counted it.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Corey Legion with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Now Bortles. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. First down, Rivers finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 7. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll be 4th down. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taking it about the 16. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So that'll back him up 5. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throwing is Bortles. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who got 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Keep it skinny.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Throw left side complete. It's Gordon. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Let's go.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun. Rivers. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Same story continues. He's the only one that scored for them, their kicker, with all the points.
So now when we hear the chants of MVP, they're definitely aimed at him because he has been the only guy who's put points on the board in this game.
Kickers are always either the hero or the GOAT. So far, he's definitely the hero. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4. D'Angelo Hall, a terrific player in his own right, but in this case, 5. That sets a brand-new NFL record.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Hurry up.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Malik Jackson there to make the stop. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. Nifty move by Gordon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this.
Let's go.
Now they'll pitch it out. This is Gordon. Good footwork at the 30. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Hurry up!
A toss play. Gordon trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Keep it skinny.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On third down, that's Gordon. Down right around the 25. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And Sturgis able to knock it through. And that will bump up the lead again to 12-0. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's second down.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Throwing now is Bortles. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down